Hi, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Freedom Team Apex Marketing Group channel. Again, my name is Fahim Muhammad, the Freedom Coach. For the people that don't know who I am a chartered senior financial planner, a licensed real estate broker, licensed mortgage broker, licensed insurance investment broker, a mentor, coach, and trainer, but most important, the author of the highly claimed book, Making It Happen from Zero to Hero. Also, the founder, trainer, and one of the top leaders and presenters of one of the top financial self-development programs, Honey Money Works Game Plan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to talk about today, this is huge. Seriously, so make for sure you get your pen and paper. As we share with people all the time, a short pencil is better than no pen. We don't want you to just think it, we want you to ink it. So we're going to get ready to get going. So what we're going to be talking about today is pretty much I'm Making It Happen Zero to Hero. We have a special going on. You can go to makingithappen0tohero.com and we're giving the books away free. I'm going to just talk about some of the principles that would allow you to be successful, to have more time with your family, be able to become more fit, but most important, to have the freedom and the wealth to be able to do some things. So we're going to be talking about that, ladies and gentlemen. So you want to make sure you go to makingithappen0tohero.com. We got them free. All you need to do is pay for the shipping and handling, and you get the both book volume. Now, let's talk about it's 9 principles that we share when we talk about the book to be successful. The first is 9 principles of being successful that we done found. I've been doing this going on pretty much about 3 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, take this down. This is huge. Number 1, you have to have desire. Okay, it's been no test designed to look into the heart of a man or woman to see who got the goodies. Only you know when all the lights are off, when there's nobody around. You the only person know, do you really want to go for it? Now, what I want to share with you, and we got a whole training and webinar session that we talk about this. I want you to write this down. The big domino. Ladies and gentlemen, having the desire is pretty much figuring out what is the big domino, what is the thing, truly, real talk, just keeping everything 100 above board. What is the one thing that if you overcome, if you go ahead and deal with, you go ahead and face, and you're not trying to worry about what somebody else say or how it look, and you go ahead and be the best person you can be. What we say, go ahead and do you. Go ahead, it's time for you to go and be great. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta have that desire. Number 2 that we talk about is focus. This is huge. What really stops people from being successful is because we get distracted so easily. A lot of times we're looking for all the lights to be green. Ladies and gentlemen, I have tested that example, probably almost got a few tickets, right? It just took all speeding, trying to get, all the lights. Ladies and gentlemen, things are never always gonna be perfect. You gotta be able, listen to me, catch this nugget out. You want to take the first step so the second step can be revealed. I repeat, you want to take the first step so the second step will be revealed. Remember, where focus stands for is follow one course until successful. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter who we have in the White House, the Black House, the in-house, or the out-house. Nothing's going to change unless you change. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter if we have a male or female running the country. Nothing's going to change unless you change. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter if it's night or day. Nothing's going to change unless you change it. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter if it's hot and cold. Nothing's going to change unless you change. So it's a quote I want to share with you as I go to the next principle. Change the people you're around, or change the people you're around. Ladies and gentlemen, the next principle I want to show you why you got to get the book, and this is huge. You got to have a strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, what happened is we going off pretty much half-cocked, going off with no documentation, no plan. I know right now, in this time of information and technology, that pretty much we use computers, we use our cell phones, don't get me wrong. But ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, in order to be successful, you have to take the blueprint out of your mind, put it on paper. It's easier for you to monitor and tweak it, but most important, you are using more of your senses. This is what I want to share with you right now. If you want to be successful, then you want to what is called emulate and excel. Write that down. You want to emulate and excel. You want to be able to model. Find somebody doing what you're doing. We call it the little red wagon. Connect your wagon to them. Learn in it everything you can, and then personify that, magnify that, and go for it. But most important, you got to use the combination, ladies and gentlemen, because I love banana pudding. I want y'all to know I love banana pudding, okay? And everybody cannot make banana pudding. And I know some people that make it with cheap vanilla wafers or them real vanilla wafers, okay? So if you change something in a recipe, you change the result, the outcome. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to make for sure you have that. The next thing we talk about in the book, this is huge right here. You got to be consistent. This right here, if I can tell you any of the principles of the 9 that's the most important, oh man, that's it right here. It doesn't matter that quote that things don't happen when you want it to happen. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share this with you. And it's been stated and told that anybody can do something for a minute. Anybody can do something for an hour. Anybody can do something for a day. Even people can do something for a month, even for a year, and sometimes even years. But it takes a true winner to do it every day, every month, every year until they get the job done. That's consistency, ladies and gentlemen. What we show people and share with individuals, if you have a game plan, which is normally on an average about 12 weeks, you should do it in 30-day cycles and 90-day phases. And most of the time, the result don't come until the 89th day, until the 58-minute and 58 seconds is when you truly get it. So people wonder why they don't have the happiness, why they don't lose the weight, why they don't have the wealth, because they give up too soon. That's why one thing I learned in part of my organization, that 8 men thoroughly immersed are far greater than 80 with lukewarm enthusiasm. You got to be totally pumped and excited about where you're going and what you're doing. But most important, you got to stay consistent. Next thing I want to share, we talk about in the book, which is huge. You got to have a mentor team. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sharing this big, closing out for the week, the month, as well as the year, and going on into the next year. You got to have a proper team. And what I mean, don't get me wrong, don't try to learn and do everything for everyone, because you all heard this saying, and if not, you're hearing it from me. Too many cooks spoil the soup. I ain't got time. I thought I was getting gumbo, not Dumbo, okay? I thought, what is going on? Because you got some people putting paprika, whatever that is. Got some people putting a seasoned salt, whatever that is. They got people putting everything in the pot. Too many cooks, I'm telling you, spoil the soup. So you want to make sure that you find somebody that's going the way you're going, but also complement and support what you do. Let me make it even simpler. It's a motto that I have in my book, said, and it came from Tony Robbins, not my motto. I didn't come up with it, from Tony Robbins. He said, love your family and friends, but pick your peers, because the people you hang around are who you become. Ladies and gentlemen, we talk about the 5. One of the things why you want to come back to the channel, we got a whole workshop to talk about tiers, because of different tiers and the 5 type of people you want to have on your team. If you have these 5 type of people on your team, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to change your life. So you got to have a mentor team. The next thing, you got to realize the only way that you don't achieve something is that you don't believe. You have to destroy limiting beliefs. I know they told you that the world was flat, everybody believed it, and then somebody proved you that it was wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, Albert Einstein gave it best. The most powerful thing in the universe is imagination. Only reason that you don't achieve it because you don't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, we already talked about it. It may not happen when you want it to happen, but guess what? It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. Long as that you are in total in sync, you have complete congruency, it's going to happen. You don't want to miss that. The next thing, which is huge right here. My father used to talk about this all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to do a little homework. I know we don't like to do it. You have to do a little homework. You have to do some research, some due diligence. Find out the things that have worked. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We know what some of the good books say. It's nothing new under the sun. One thing my father shared with me, and I have never forgotten, that caused me to be successful. What he had shared, Stimp, he said, Stimp, and that's what they called me, right? What they talk to the Freedom Coach about, he says, how can you do something and somebody else is successful and you are not? Wow. I wish you could get a close in on this one. How can you do something and you're not successful and somebody else is? You don't want to miss that. Ladies and gentlemen, the next thing, which is huge. I heard one guy talk about on the internet, and it's real funny. He talked about he want to get watches, and you know how you have different face on the watches? He want to get on the face of the watch and take action now. That's the next principle. Take action now. You want to know what time it is, when is a good time, do it now. When should you get started? Now. Well, I don't have everything in place, when you should do it now. Well, I'm waiting until I get my money in order. I'm waiting until I get my credit order. When should I start? Now. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to take action now, because if you take the first step, again, the second step will be revealed. And this last one, quote is huge. 9 is the number of completion in supreme mathematics. Let me give you the 9th thing so you can understand. This is why people love our channel. This is why you want to make for sure. I think if you subscribe, either up, down, to the left, or to the right, make sure you hit the bell as well. Make sure you like the page. Ladies and gentlemen, as I give you the last one, I want to make sure you come back and continue to be able to fill your cup, to fill your bowl up, to be able to learn, earn, and pass it on. But ladies and gentlemen, this one will totally change your life if you understand truly how to use it and use it consistently. This is big. Don't miss this one. Ladies and gentlemen, the 9th principle is being successful is pay yourself first. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to pay yourself first. So if you want to win big, you want to make this thing happen, these are the 9 steps. I'm definitely glad to have you on the channel. Again, make for sure definitely that you hit the subscribe button. I always forget, it be floating, right? Hit it either up, down, to the left, or the right. Make for sure next to the subscribe button, it normally have a bell. Click the bell, give me a like, and we'll make for sure we come back to you with good information, good content, so you can have better business, so you can have more time with your family, so you can have more freedom and have the money and the cash flow that you need to be successful. As I say all the time, good things come to those who wait, but only what's left over from those who hustle. Again, my name is Fahim, the Freedom Coach. Free yourself, and your dreams are falling. Y'all have a good one.